It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely, not for very much longer. I've got to keep control. I remember doing the time warp, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left
And then a step to the right.
with your hand on your hip.
You bring your knees in tight, but it's your pelvic spine.
Good afternoon. You're listening to News, Views and Interviews here on Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM. And yes, we have gone all Rocky Horror today. I've even made the effort, the supreme effort, I'll have you know. So if you're listening on the FM, I can tell you that I've got my fishnet stockings and suspenders on, as well as some 6-inch heels. And if you're watching us online, hi. Luckily you can't see that because the desk's hiding it, but I have got my hat on actually, which is about to fall off. And I've done something with the hair, but it's kind of not working. But anyway, I'm really happy to say we've got in the studio with us today, we've got Dani Harmer. Hi, Dani.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's lush, this sunshine.
It's really nice and I love your hat.
Oh, thank you. And we've also got Sam Atwater. Hi, Sam.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
You, Sam,
I'm all right.
Sam?
I'm just soaking up the sun, so
I know.
It's great to be in Cardiff when the sun is shining.
Absolutely.
So rare.
It's not rare in Cardiff at all.
Oh, is it always sunny in Cardiff?
It's always sunny in Cardiff.
Right, okay.
All the time. As soon as you cross over that bridge, glorious
Yeah,
sunshine.
that £6.20 bridge. Yeah, tell me about it.
I know, that's the only
So you have
problem.
to pay for the privilege to come over.
I know.
Ridiculous. Do they charge me on the way back?
No.
That's all right.
It's free to go to England, but you have to pay to get into Wales.
That's wrong.
It's totally wrong. It's a huge political argument, but we talk about the Rocky Horror instead, shall
Okay.
we?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Shall we start off with the Rocky Horror then? It was the first night last night, wasn't it, at the new theatre?
Yes, it was the first night in Cardiff and
Yeah.
it was really rowdy.
And a
which was
very
good.
nice air-conditioned stage.
Yes, thank goodness
Which
for
was
that.
joyous. Last week we were in a place where it felt like the heating was on. It was like Bikram Rocky Horror.
Gosh.
It was hideous.
Yeah. It was a bit better. It was good for us in the audience as well because as we were going in, we were like, oh, I hope it's air conditioned.
Oh, you watched it last night?
Yeah, I came
Oh,
last
brilliant.
night to see the show.
Oh, that's
yeah.
annoying because Dani
Yeah.
wasn't on her top form last night. I was.
How dare you? Let's
you'll
not
have to
talk
come-
about last
you'll have to
night's
come
show,
again.
shall we, Sam?
Oh yeah, I had a bit of a windy bottom.
Luckily, I was in the circle, so I didn't notice.
There you go, that's fine.
I was lucky.
So, you're here for the week now, are you?
We're here till Saturday.
Right, so, okay. Oh, the hat's gone.
Never mind, we'll leave it. I'll pick it up on the way out.
Yeah, we'll pick it up on the way out. Who cares about the hat? Right, so, I don't know if there's anyone out there who don't know the story of Rocky Horror.
There's not many, I don't think, but Sam's really good at explaining it in like 10 seconds.
Okay, Brad and Janet have been to a wedding. They're in their car. They get a flat tyre, so then they remember they've passed a castle. So they go back to the castle. They knock on the door. Out comes a character called Riff Raff. We go in hoping to use a phone, and then another character comes out called Frankenfurter, who is a transvestite. We then want to use a phone, doesn't happen. Then he tells us that he's made a human being, and then he ends up in bed with Janet. He ends up in bed with Brad. Then Janet ends up in bed with the man-made man Rocky, and then everyone runs around in their underwear for 10-15 minutes, and we do the time warp.
Excellent. So
Oh,
it's-
hang on, and then the castle takes off and goes to the planet of transsexual in the land of Transylvania or something like that.
Yeah. Well,
So it's quite a simple storyline.
very
Easy
simple.
to follow.
Very
Yeah.
simple. And it's the 40th anniversary as well.
It is, yeah.
Not today, but it is, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
well,
year.
this year.
This
yeah.
year it is,
yeah. And it's hard to believe that it's so old, really.
I know, it's a lot older than both of us.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
it is.
nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, it is, and it's it's been going 40 years, and I would imagine when it first came out, people probably thought it wouldn't work so long because it is so odd and so strange, but it has done, and I think that's largely down to the fact that it's it's completely different to any other show. So you go and see a show, you sit there, you watch a show. In this show, the audience dress up. You know, at the 5 minutes beforehand, there's this reveal in the foyer where people are taking jackets off and they're kind of wearing next to nothing, and then obviously the audience shouts out, and some of it's quite risque and quite abusive at times, which is great. We love that. So it's completely different, and it's not just, you're not just going to see a show, you're going to see a whole spectacle. You know, you can get ready with your friends starting at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then pretty much everyone then goes, you just kind of see them in all the bars, and everyone carries on and dressed up, and it's kind of a chance for the audience just to really like be something else and let their hair down.
It is a really good fun show, actually, because I like to people watch anyway, and
it's definitely a good one to come watch. Definitely,
because there were like, you know, there were pensioners there, and then there were men in, you know, sort of just about stockings and suspenders and not a lot else, and 6-inch heels, and it's just, you know, seeing the expression on the faces of some of the more elderly elves, seeing how some of the others were dressed up. But it's great.
I think that's a massive ease for us. I mean, I don't know, when we first started putting on ladies' underwear running around, was quite a worry for me.
Was it?
Why was
you
it
haven't done that before?
Well, I've done it occasionally, but only at home. And obviously, because the audience is doing it with you, it's kind of like everyone's in it together, and it's a real...
It makes you feel less vulnerable, I guess, when you're on stage, to look down and see that the audience are dressed the same as you are.
Yeah, and probably worse.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you spend an awful lot of time in just your underwear, don't you?
Yeah, a fair
the show?
amount of time. Yeah, no, generally, I just tend to
on the
walk around in my
tube,
underwear all the time.
on the train, everything.
Can't put clothes on me. No, and yeah, during the show there is a fair amount of underwearness, but you know, I've got tights on and stockings and a petticoat, so you don't really feel like you're in your underwear.
Yeah,
really.
I wear
and plus
Spanx
it's so
throughout,
hot, so yeah, well, you need them. So.
Yeah.
I have to say, I was quite impressed with you dancing around on heels.
Thank you.
He's really good in his heels. I think he's better than me, actually.
Yeah. Mind you, I did notice they were only about 3 inches. They weren't really, really high.
Yeah, I've been using 3 inches for a while, so it's I did a job many years ago on I was a singer on a cruise ship, and I had to do a number, Freddie Mercury, I Want to Break Free, and obviously he wears heels in that, so I kind of got used to it on rocky seas and kind of swaying backwards and forwards in heels, so I've kind of had the training.
So you didn't have to practice dancing around in heels then?
No, they were 6 inches, 3 inches, nothing.
Oh, okay. You all right there?
Yeah, fine.
Right, okay, we were all having a bit of a laughing fit here, but hey, that's the way it goes. And that kind of gives you an idea of what the show's about, really. It's all innuendo, and, you know...
Absolutely, we have so much fun as well on stage. It's a good laugh, and all the cast are amazing and really, really lovely, so yeah, we do have a laugh on stage.
It does look like you have a lot of fun, actually. And I have to say that it's Oliver, isn't it, who plays Frankenfurter?
Yes.
He done off makes some amazing entrances.
Yeah, he's very
absolutely.
good.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen it, it's Oliver Rowe Thornton. He's incredible, isn't he? He's done everything from Les Mis to Phantom to Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. He's done everything, and you know, in the West End world, he really is a big name and so on. So for us to be able to have him on the show with us touring is fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I suppose I've seen the film loads of times, and Tim Curry, he just plays such an amazing part on that. It must be quite hard to take on that part.
Yeah, well, I think it's hard for all the characters, really, because they're so iconic, because obviously the film's been around for years and years and years. And yeah, so you kind of want to not play it exactly the same as they do, but you kind of want to give a little nod to them, because what they did with the parts were amazing. So yeah, it's a difficult one, but I think everyone kind of, you know, makes their own version of that character, which is good.
Yeah, were you fans of the show before you got the parts?
I loved the show, and the first time I ever saw it was in Cardiff, actually, at the New Theatre, so it's nice to be back and actually doing it on the stage. But yeah, I was a massive fan of the film as well.
Yeah. See, well, we've got to talk about Tracy Beaker, really.
Okay, we can do that, I don't mind.
That's okay, then, that's okay. Because a lot of that was actually filmed in Penarth, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I think we filmed here for 4 or 5 years. Yeah. So yeah, it's really nice to be back, actually. It's kind of like my second home, so yeah, it's nice to be back.
Yeah. And that's, well, I don't know, there's a lot of parents out there who had the same thing. My daughter, she wanted to leave home and live in a children's home just because of Tracy Beaker.
we tried to show it in the best light possible,
Yeah.
but then made kids actually want to go into care, which wasn't really our
I
plan.
like that. You said it was educating
yeah,
children
it
to
was.
leave home,
Yeah.
to run away.
Yes.
Brilliant.
But yeah, we were trying to, educate kids on the foster care system. But obviously, as a kids program, you can't really go into an awful lot of detail. So
No.
you kind of make light of something that's actually quite serious and dark. And so sometimes trying to find that balance was quite difficult.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes, though, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've got a couple of stats here because we'll just chuck them in.
Oh, gosh, okay.
Apparently, that Tracy Beaker Returns received the highest ratings ever for the CBBC channel.
It did, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
and
that's right.
and it goes on. It was the most requested program on the iPlayer with over 550,000 requests in the
Took Danny
first 3
ages.
days.
Danny was just clicking
Yeah.
over and
Yeah,
over
it was
again.
just me. That was
Sat there
just
for
me.
3 weeks, just go. But we got there.
We got there in the end.
Yeah.
Yay. We'll have a good stat.
And this is the big one though. This is the big one. Dani has got a gold Blue Peter badge.
Yes, I do, and it's on my mantelpiece. Yeah, that's right. Me, the Queen, David Beckham, Gold Blue Peter badge.
Just the three of you.
I think there's probably more people. But I think you
Queen,
have to
Dave
like,
Beckham and Tracy
yeah,
Beaker.
yeah. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of lovely people that have saved lives and stuff that have also got a Gold Blue Peter badge. I don't know why I've got one, to be quite honest. My services to CBBC, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but it's even now it's still like an iconic thing, isn't it, to have a
Yeah,
Blue
it's-
Peter badge?
Yeah, it really is actually. And Blue Peter's been going for. Well,
Is it still
years
going?
and
Well,
years. It's
before
still
I
going,
was
yeah.
born,
It
it's
is.
been going, so
Yeah,
it's really old.
Still going. So to get a gold badge, I'm well chuffed with it.
Yeah. Have
It's
you
on
got a
the
Blue
mantelpiece.
Peter badge?
No, I never even watched Blue Peter. I used to try and get into it. It just wasn't my
We've got
thing.
some spare Blue Peter badges, not a gold one. You
No.
can have if you
Oh,
want.
thank
It gets
you.
you into places for free,
Like where?
Oh, it
like
does
museums
loads
that
of
you can get into
places.
free anyway. But like, it's
Free
still, it's
museums.
still nice to have the
Free
novelty.
museums and Legoland.
Yeah, pretty
Brilliant.
much.
My usual hangouts.
Yep.
Oh, crikey. Okay, then. We'll go over to Sam now. You were in Hollyoaks, but I don't remember you in
Very
Hollyoaks.
briefly, literally a few episodes.
Oh,
Very
right,
brief.
okay. But I do remember you in EastEnders, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was in that for a little bit longer than
Yeah.
my brief Hollyoaks
Yeah.
spell.
So why? Because there was quite a few of you in the E20. It was like the E20 spin-off, wasn't it?
Yes, it was the first soap spin-off that was ever done. And originally I was only doing E20, so I thought I was only contracted for 2 weeks, and then they invited me into the main show, and obviously I bit their hand off and enjoyed it.
But you weren't there for very long, though, were you?
I did a year.
Oh, did you? Was it
Yeah,
that
I
long?
did a year.
Crikey.
And then I think, when I went into it, obviously, like I said, I thought I was only going to be in it for 2 weeks. So a year, I put in my thing saying, it's once you do a soap, it's very hard if you do it for too long.
yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of said I would like to do a year, 2 years maximum. So it kind of worked out great. And then I literally finished that and went straight into Dancing on Ice, so it worked out very well.
Oh, right. See, I didn't watch that, unfortunately. I know
What?
you did win it.
Oh,
Dancing on
Dancing on
Ice,
Ice,
yes.
yeah.
I don't watch it either. So.
Oh, right, okay.
Obviously,
I
I watch
watched
myself.
it.
Did you?
You were lovely. You were
Oh,
really
thanks.
good.
So you're a good ice skater then, are you?
I'm all right. I won it, so I must be all right. Yeah, it went okay. It went okay.
Could've
It was
gone any
good fun.
better, really, couldn't it?
Yeah,
So it's
it was
alright.
good fun, which was the main thing. It's not about the winning; it's the taking part. It's not. It's all about the winning.
So have you got a party piece now? Like in the way...
Well, I couldn't show you now; it's too rude. Ice skating. All right.
Oh, that's a shame.
Ice skating wise, no. At parties, there's not really much to do with ice apart from in your drink. So,
True. I want to know what your party piece is now, actually.
well.
Maybe later.
Oh, okay,
When we're off air.
We'll save that one,
Yeah.
shall we? Yeah. And you did Strictly Come Dancing.
I did. I didn't win. It is the taking part of the count, yeah. So no, I had a lovely time.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah, I'm so jealous of you doing that because I'd love to take part in that.
Yeah, it's honestly so much fun. I'd recommend it to like everyone, and obviously I did have the best partner in the world, little Vincent. So it was great. I think of worse things to do
Absolutely.
than dancing with a very attractive Italian man. It's great.
Yeah, there are much worse things to do.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd like to dance with an attractive
You would.
Italian man.
You would.
Do you think?
Yeah, definitely. You would enjoy it, especially the tango. It's hot.
Oh, yes, that's nice. Yeah. So that was your favourite dance?
I think the Argentine tango is my favourite dance because Vincent kind of really took the time to actually teach me how to actually do the Argentine tango rather than just a routine. Because obviously on Strictly we can't really ballroom dance, we can just do those routines that we've learned. If a professional came up to me now and started dancing with me, I wouldn't have a clue what I was doing, but with the Argentine tango I do actually kind of know what to do, which is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely my favourite.
So have you danced since?
Not really. I mean,
Last night in Tiger
yeah.
There was Danny doing the Argentine
I
tango.
wasn't. Yeah, that'd be really good, wouldn't it?
Across the bar.
No, the only dancing we're doing at the minute is the time warp, to be honest. And yeah, I can't really put the foxtrot into the Rocky Horror Show. I think it would look a bit odd. Try.
Yeah.
No, you
Oh,
don't.
I don't know. I think Rocky Horror, anything pretty much goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to mention as well a couple of the other characters. Philip Franks playing the narrator. He is incredible.
He is incredible. He's I mean, I remember him from Darling Buds of May, and obviously then Heartbeat. So, I've seen the show many times with many narrators. This is, I think, my 5th narrator I've seen it with, and for me personally, I'm not being biased, but he's the best, I think, by far. His comic timing and the way that he manages to deal with the audience shout outs and so on is incredible. And also, what a gent.
He's like the nicest
the
man
loveliest
in the world.
man, unbelievably talented. He's an incredible artist, and he's the most knowledgeable person I think I've ever met.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
he's brilliant. And again, see him in fishnets and tights, tights and heels is a treat.
Yeah, you have to wait till the end for that, though, don't you?
You do. He doesn't give it all out. He only shows a little bit for a few seconds,
yeah.
just enough to tease you to come back.
Oh yes. There's a lot of teasing going on, basically.
There is.
Yeah, quite a
On
lot.
and off stage.
Yeah. I quite liked as well, though, the way he brought in, jokes about Cardiff and the local jokes. It was nice, that was.
Yeah.
He's very good. He researches everywhere before he goes, so he kind of finds local things and that he can throw in, and the audience love it. It's he's definitely a reason to come and see it.
Yeah.
If you don't like me and you don't like Danny,
Yep, come and see it
then
for
come
Pip.
and see it for
Yeah.
Pip.
Well, there's loads of reasons to come and see it. Another reason is Ridian as well. Playing
Ridian,
Rocky.
Yeah,
yes.
lovely Ridian.
Ridian's with us for this week, and then he's back in Bristol, and then I think Hull. So he's. If you're thinking of heading up to Hull, Ridian will be there. But no, he's
Well, no, catch him in Cardiff while you
yeah,
can.
come down this week, and he's there. And I never realised from watching X Factor that he's an absolute machine. He's huge. His
He
size.
is.
He's
Absolutely.
one of the
I know.
biggest chests I've ever seen. So
Yeah, I was surprised at how hot he is.
yeah, yeah. Look closely. If you see the lights, he's got really furry legs. Have you noticed? It's not like hair. It's kind of like fur.
Yeah, it is a
yeah.
bit
Have a look.
furry.
It's a little blonde fur.
Like a teddy bear.
Yeah, like a little teddy bear.
So you quite enjoyed your close moments with Ridian then, shall
Oh
we say?
yeah, it was fabulous last night, and he just makes me laugh anyway. But yeah, it was good. It was good fun.
Yeah, yeah.
There are worse jobs.
Absolutely, absolutely. Right, we need to mention as well, because I know, well, we know there's lots of Rocky Horror fans, and
Loads.
there's an opportunity for them to get involved in the show and actually perform with you guys.
There
Maybe
is,
not
yeah.
you guys on the day, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Saturday. It's called Rocky Idol. We did one already, and they performed in Manchester, and they were fantastic.
They
And
were awesome.
There was a huge intake of auditionees and so on. So if you get the chance, head down Saturday at 10 o'clock. Dress up in your costume, come along with a number, and then you all do the time warp together. And even if you don't win it, it's a lot of fun, and it's
Yeah, it's really good to take
And
part in.
it's-
It's good fun.
it's free to enter. So it's it's a day out, and it's fantastic. So
And you could get a chance to go on stage. So
so
absolutely,
if you
Worth it.
fancy yourself as a bit of a performer, then head down on Saturday at 10 o'clock
definitely.
at the new theatre.
Yeah,
Cardiff.
you do have to
Wales.
register though. Okay, it's all right. I've got all the information
Perfect.
here. You're
Perfect.
searching
It's
for.
me like drawing it out of
I
nowhere.
know, I know,
you did
I
a
know.
really good job of that.
You
though.
did actually. I was just waiting for you to finish.
Sorry, I'll shut up now. I don't know
That's
when
fine.
to stop.
Yeah, you do.
Also, I'm sorry. No, you go.
You do actually have to register if you want to take part in the auditions, and the registration closes on Thursday, and you do it online at www.rockyhorror.co.uk/auditions. Okay, you mentioned that you dress up. You're looking for a male and a female. They don't necessarily have to be together. You can come on as an
your own,
individual,
yeah.
whatever. Dress up. You do the time warp as part of a group, and then you have to perform one solo number, and you've got a choice of science fiction, Touch Me, Sweet Transvestite, or Once in a While. I think that's everything, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, and you get to... they do it at the end of the show, is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, in Bristol.
In Bristol,
So
yeah.
we do the normal show, and then at the end of the show, we all kind of get together and they perform the number with us.
Excellent,
Stage.
excellent. And that'll be on the 20th of August in
Indeed it
Bristol.
will.
So I think we've done the sell job now, haven't we?
Yes, I think so. You did a very good job of it.
Oh, thank you very much. I have to. Do you know what? I did really, really enjoy the show last night. It was great, and obviously you do the show and that, and then you come back on for the encore and the party, and basically everyone gets up and dances and things. I was sat next to the only man in the whole of the audience who didn't do the time warp at the end.
You should have pointed and booed.
Yeah. I was too busy time warping. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that though. I don't know. What else have we got here? Okay. Oh, I don't know. Well, how long are you two going to be part of this tour? Because I know it's a year-long tour, so you're in and out of it. Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I finish at the end of next week, actually, sadly.
Oh,
so
okay.
I have this week, and then I finish in Milton Keynes. And then,
And then I'm on right until the 2nd of November, but I'm not doing Bristol, Derry or Oxford.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's quite a big commitment for yourself then.
It is, yeah. I was actually going to leave in Canterbury, but I've been enjoying myself too much, so I've been forced to stay.
So who's playing the part in those places you're not?
My lovely understudy called Rachel, who is fabulous, so you should go and see her anyway, because she's brilliant.
And I quite like to. I have to say the set is brilliant.
Yeah, it's so simple, but it looks great on stage, and they've done such a great job with the lighting and stuff, so
I think,
it looks great.
again, I'm not being biased, but I think it's the best production I've seen. The whole
I
thing
agree.
as a whole piece.
Absolutely. I'd recommend it to anyone to go down and see it. It's great fun.
Absolutely.
And definitely dress up.
Yes.
I
think
went
you
to see
should
it.
anyway.
Well, yeah, I went to see it and I didn't dress up and I felt out of place. I felt like I was the loser in my own clothes. So
Yeah, I think to get the most out of the experience, I think you want to dress up.
go with the group. Have
Yeah.
a few drinks beforehand. A few drinks whilst. Have a few drinks after. Just keep drinking.
Yeah. But actually, that's the funny. As you're coming in, and I know people were taking photographs actually, there's a poster telling you all the things that you're not allowed to bring in the theatre.
I know, I was reading it yesterday. It was quite funny.
Toast one of them.
Toast,
Yeah.
I had a piece of
rice,
toast thrown
water
at me.
pistols.
Yeah.
There was some stuff
Kit
on there that I
Kats.
didn't really get
Kit
as
Kats,
well.
when
Yeah.
they say have a break, they shout out, have a Kit Kat.
Yeah.
Rice
yeah.
for the wedding. Water pistols, I don't know why.
It's raining.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yes,
during
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because that used to be the fun, wasn't it? It really was audience participation.
Yeah, I think it got a bit
used-
dangerous. It got out of hand,
I
and
think it got a bit out of hand and a bit too
someone got a
crazy.
Kit Kat in the eye,
Yeah,
and that was the
don't
end
want
of
that.
it. It was someone slipped on a piece of rice. They could do that, dancing on rice.
You could.
It'd be a new show,
That'd be
dancing on
great.
rice.
Absolutely.
Boiled, steamed, or jasmine, your choice.
So, what have you guys got lined up for the future?
Well, I'm going to bring out dancing on rice. I've got a great concept there. I'm leaving in the end of next week, and then I'm taking a, if I do say so myself, well-deserved holiday. And then I start rehearsals in about 4 weeks for Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, which is coming to
Alright,
Cardiff.
yeah.
You see a very funny picture of me outside the theatre. So then, and I'm touring with that until the middle of next year.
All right, so you're back again in Cardiff very soon.
Yeah, very soon, yeah, a few months.
Well, you have to come back in and say hi in your cowboy outfit.
I will do, yeah. I will do.
Well, I've seen you in stockings and suspenders. So
I'll
why not?
be wearing that underneath, don't worry. I'm never letting that go.
And what about you, Dani?
Well, I finish in November, and then I'm going straight on to Panto, and then I think I'm going to have a well-deserved holiday. Probably take a couple of months off, I think, to actually see my family, who I haven't really seen all year, so that'd be nice.
Right, excellent. Well, I don't know what more we can say, really. The Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's at the New Theatre till Saturday.
Till Saturday.
2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday.
Yeah. And basically get on down there. There's not many tickets
There's
left.
not many
no?
tickets left, to be
No.
honest. I think we're pretty much sold out, so I don't know why we're here.
Come to see me, of course.
We'll come see you. Yeah, so no, but there are some tickets left. Very few,
Yeah,
but
not
yeah,
many,
if you
yeah.
get the chance to get it,
Yeah,
then
yeah. I think basically if you don't book Friday or Saturday night, pretty much now, you're not going to get in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming down to the studio
Oh,
today.
thank you
It's
for
been
having us.
great having you
thank you.
here.
It's been a lot of fun.
Absolutely. Right then, that's it from me. I'll be back tomorrow. We've got some shorty up next. No, we haven't. We've got Diverse Cardiff even. It's Tuesday, not Wednesday. Yeah, we've got Diverse Cardiff coming up next, and I'll be back tomorrow. And go down to the Rocky Horror. It's great fun. Bye bye.
This is Bitty McLean saying you're in tune to Jane Morris with news, views and interviews on Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM.